This is the Pursuit of Wellness podcast, and I'm your host, Mari Llewellyn. Hi guys, welcome back to a solo episode with me. I have lots to talk about with you today, kind of random, kind of all over the map. Things I'm experiencing, things I'm feeling, upcoming plans. I just had Fee on the show for a girl chat, which was so much fun. Listen out for that. It was really fun. We talked about her dating life, her journey with Ozempic, a medical situation she had that was so crazy and all women should know about, but really great to catch up with her. I am heading off to Europe this Friday, which is so exciting. It's kind of our baby moon, which I never expected to be going to Europe pregnant. I think I always in my head thought that it wasn't allowed. I don't know. I think just from everything I went through, I was like, I probably wouldn't want to travel that far. But I'm feeling a lot better and more confident. And after talking to my doula and my doctor, I just feel good about it. So we're going to the south of France and then to the Cotswolds, which is where I spent a lot of my childhood to see my granny. And we're staying at some really gorgeous places. And I just can't wait for the food and to spend time with Greg and just sort of enjoy before we have a baby. It's so crazy. That'll be our last big trip. And then we leave for Colorado for a whole month. So very exciting stuff. I'm definitely prepping for a big travel day. So the flight is overnight. I think it's 9 hours, landing in London Heathrow and then transferring over to Nice. So I'm definitely prepping a lot of snacks. I've heard traveling pregnant, you want to have a lot of snacks. Even our flight to New York, which is the only flight I've done pregnant, I had cheese, crackers, I need to eat every couple hours, if not more frequently. So I definitely want to bring a lot of snacks. If anyone has advice of what to bring, let me know. I think rice cakes, cheese sticks. I want to bring something with protein if I can. Greg always travels with a lunchbox because he's Greg's Greg. So I'll bring some snacks. I'll definitely bring my Kindle. I'm very into reading. I'm reading the Queen of Shadows series. I think that's what people call it. Definitely will download some films. I'm hoping I can sleep. I'll definitely be bringing my Unisum, my prenatals and all my supplements and things like that. And yeah, I'm just, I might delete social for a little bit while I'm there. I feel remember when I deleted social for 2 months? That was the craziest thing ever. What an experiment. I feel like I might do that again for a little bit of the trip, just to have some really present downtime. I want to eat really good food. I want to lay in the sun, vibe out. South of France is my favorite place. And I just feel really lucky and grateful that we're going. I'm such a Gemini, guys. I always change my mind and change my plans. And that's just how I've always been. And I decided last minute I wanted to leave a day earlier. And Greg agreed with me because I realized we only had 2 full days in Saint-Tropez. And I was like, that's not enough. Because you really lose 2 days getting to Europe, at least from Texas. So leaving Friday instead of Saturday. And I'm excited. It's crazy. I feel like it's such a big trip. I'm lucky that I got to have an ultrasound before we left. I had it yesterday. And I think girls who have been through IVF or infertility or loss will relate to me in the fear around appointments. I used to just be so terrified every time I was in the office and praying and just really unable to even speak because I was so nervous. And I've now gotten to the point where the thoughts are still there and I'm definitely apprehensive, but it's more of a exciting experience than anything. It's really fun to get to see him and how much he's grown and all the updates. And I just have so much gratitude every time I leave and things are looking normal. And even my placenta shifted to a better position. It was blocking my cervix before, now it's not. And I had a small blood hemorrhage before and that's absorbed. So that's gone. He was doing amazing. All his size looks good. Just all good news. And the whole days off, the following days after an appointment like that, I'm just on cloud 9 because I know what it's like to not get good news over and over and over again. So such a good feeling. And I just feel way more like just excited than I ever have, and really connected. And don't know, I'm excited to start feeling him. I don't feel him yet. I have an anterior placenta, which I won't feel him like right away, but I'm definitely like trying to notice if I feel him, just so exciting. And I'm excited to see like my granny while I'm pregnant and all the big exciting things. It's really like starting to feel real. I actually saw a TikTok video this girl made about being pregnant and like the rewiring that your brain goes through pregnant. And it was so valid what she said. She said, and she was coming from like a religious perspective where she was like, it feels like God is like showing me things like really closely, and it's becoming really evident to me how grateful I am for everything, and like the things I definitely want to do and the things I don't want to do, and relationships she has. And she was like, anything that was like bringing her drama or any negativity, she was just like, that's not for me right now. And I definitely am noticing I just feel very clear on like my boundaries, what I want to be around. I think because of what I went through with my journey, just like 2 years of struggle and let down and pain, like I feel like I am a very empathetic person, and I lean on the side of like, even when I come here to do the podcast, I am like hesitant to dive too deep into like pregnancy sometimes, or am I talking about it too much, or I feel bad for anyone listening who's struggling because I just know what that's like. But I've had conversations now with my therapist and with Dr. Molly and just other people of like, yes, you can have those feelings, but you also have worked really hard to be where you are, and you deserve to be happy and to celebrate it. And I feel like I'm trying to really allow myself to celebrate it, because I think I had like almost like guilt about it for a while. I was like wanting to be in solidarity with like people that are still going through it. And I think that that's really valid. And I still do feel very connected to people who are struggling with fertility, but at the same time, like I need to give myself space to just be happy. And I didn't mean to get all deep there, but I've just been having that epiphany because it's something I've been talking about a lot with my therapist. And yeah, just sort of like this epiphany I've had of, I even feel bad like making so much pregnancy content, but I'm so excited to make it and I want to make it, and it is my life, and it's just, it's a lot. And I think I'm in a place where I'm going to let myself do that. And for anyone listening who is, because I know I have a large community of girls who are struggling and going through IVF, if you need to mute me or unfollow me or not listen to the show right now, please do that for yourself. Like, you can always come back when you're ready. And I am not offended. Like, I did that for myself when I needed to. And I think anyone who needs to do that should do that. So yeah, not in a harsh way, just in a way of like, I see you and I feel you, and like take the space you need, So I didn't really mean to go down that rabbit hole, but that has been on my mind lately. Just also noticing like with that rewiring of the brain feeling, or noticing, not in a judgmental way, just like observing and being curious about like parenting styles and choices different parents make, and just hearing about like different experiences. It's so funny. Like, I don't have a ton of friends with kids. I have a couple, and just seeing the different ways people go about things and values and education and travel. And it's just, there's so much, and just thinking about our life moving forward and how different it's going to be. Greg and I like having these big conversations about like, well, what do we want to teach them, or what do we want our life to look like, and just about our childhoods and things we loved and things we didn't love and whatever. It's like a very interesting time. And Michaela, my podcast manager and co-founder, actually mentioned to me that there is science behind how our brains literally change after becoming a mum. It's like it grows the third most rapidly in your lifetime. Such a dramatic shift. I mean, it's like the biggest change you'll ever go through in your life. And I'm just already feeling like different, being pregnant. So I thought that was interesting. I love Function because it's the only health platform that gives access to the kind of data people never see and the insights to actually take action. Inside Function, you can test over 160 biomarkers from heart and hormones to toxins, inflammation, and stress. You can also access multi-region MRI and CT scans, all tracked in one secure place over time. The new normal has changed. A normal skincare routine 20 years ago was a bar of soap, apricot scrub, now a 5-step process of serums, actives, slugging, red light masks. Over that time, taxis became rideshares, TVs became streaming. Normal has changed, and your normal annual labs are 20 basic markers, no hormones, no inflammation, no metabolic insight. And if those limited tests come back within range, you're told you're fine. Function is what happens when healthcare catches up. The first healthcare membership gives you 160 plus biomarkers across the whole body, hormones, metabolism, inflammation, heart, liver, etc. I think this is so important. I've personally been through acne journey, fertility journey, and testing was so important for me. And I highly recommend you guys do it too. It really is the best investment you can make. Welcome to the new normal in health, not the outdated version you grew up with, your baseline, your body on your terms. Learn more and join by using my link. The first 1,000 get a $100 credit towards their membership. Visit www.functionhealth.com/POW or use gift code POW at sign up to own your health. Cozy Earth's bamboo sheets are temperature regulating, guaranteed to give you a comfortable night's sleep. Made from viscose from bamboo, they naturally wick away heat and moisture from your body, helping you sleep several degrees cooler. Sleeping in a cooler environment offers several scientifically supported benefits that enhance sleep quality and overall health. Here are some key findings from recent studies and expert recommendations. Enhance sleep quality with cooler temperatures and facilitate the body's natural drop in core temperature at night, which promotes the release of melatonin that helps you sleep. Plus, cooler sleeping conditions help with mood regulation and serotonin levels, reduced risk of night sweats. This is so important to me, especially right now being pregnant. Getting comfortable can be really challenging, and I like to sleep cool. It's an 100-night sleep trial. Try them during the hottest nights of the year. If you're not in love, return them hassle-free. There's a 10-year warranty on all bedding products, so that's a decade of cool quality sleep. Upgrade your summer. Go to cozyearth.com and use code PURSUIT for 40% off best-selling temperature-regulating sheets, apparel, and more. Trust me, you'll feel the difference the very first night. Sleep cooler, lounge lighter, and stay cozy. And then also just thinking about, okay, the birth experience, like what do I want? And like what emotions and intentions do I have around it? I feel like as of right now, and maybe it's because I'm far away from it, I've always been very fascinated with birth. And I think like I've never ever watched a birth video or a vlog or anything without crying. Like I find it to be the most magical thing. And I really try as of right now to only listen to like positive birth experiences and not to, invalidate negative ones, but I just want to have a positive approach and like feeling really good about it. And I've always, I'm not afraid of it as of right now. Like I feel good about it. And I feel very clear on like only really wanting Greg and my doula in the room. Like it just for me is like a very intimate thing. And I don't want to worry about, and I am someone, if there's other people there, like I worry about everyone else before myself, and I don't want to have that experience. I want to be like very focused and tuned in. So yeah, just thinking about that and how I want to handle like visitors, and it's just a lot, it's a whole thing. Oh, also a little bit of a deviation, but there's a cool TikTok trend going around right now. And I wanted to talk about it because I found it to be very impactful. This has nothing to do with pregnancy or anything. It's like the big mama trend, everyone's calling it. It's like to that song that's like big mama, big mama. It's become like a tall girl trend, at least on my algorithm. And if you're tall listening, growing up, I had a lot of insecurity around being tall. Like always one of the tallest in my class in elementary school, middle school, high school. And even though I was like a very slim, athletic kid, being tall as a female, it gives you like this level of like body dysmorphia, delusional like thinking, because you're always heavier than your friends. You're always like bigger, like these words get thrown around. And it created like a very big insecurity for me for a long time. And I think a lot of girls go through this, and I didn't even realize. I felt like I was isolated in my experience. Like I'm always so much heavier than everyone else. Of course, because you have so much more length going on. You know, I'm like 5'10", 5'11". And this trend is going around of like gorgeous tall girls posting their like measurements, like their height, their weight, their shoe size, their clothing size. Oh, that was the other thing. My clothing size was always a lot bigger than other people's because I'm like tall. I have a lot going on. So I was always like a medium, sometimes a large, like always over 100. You know, my weight has changed a lot over the years. Like at my heaviest, I was like 245 pounds. But I've always been like over 150 pounds as an adult. And like, just, you know, that's when you're around girls who are like 110, 120, you're like, am I obese? Like, what's going on? And this trend has been so healing for me and so many other girls. I think it's just kind of like sick. And I actually joined in, and I never usually talk about weight, but this was one trend where I was like, hell yeah. Like, I'm glad tall girls are rising up and talking about this, because if I saw that when I was young, it would have helped me so much. Be like, oh, I'm just tall. Like, this is normal. So yeah, I just wanted to say, like, if you don't follow me on TikTok, go check it out. I think it's the coolest trend ever. And I love supporting my fellow tall girls. So I wanted to talk about that because I thought it was probably my favorite trend I've ever seen. But yeah, I asked you guys for questions as per usual, and you guys delivered. Also, guys, I feel like in the last literal 3 days, my stomach grew so much. Like, it grows throughout the day, honestly. Like, it changes. And when I wake up, I'm like, oh, I barely look pregnant. And then by the end of the day, I'm like, whoa, I'm so pregnant. And I'm sure I'm going to look back on this and be like, no, babe, you really weren't. But like, honestly, as someone who's been through infertility, I love looking pregnant. Like, I want to look as pregnant as possible. And so I love when people point it out, or like, I'm always saying to Greg, like, do you think people realize I'm pregnant? Like, do you think they know? Or do I just look bloated? Like, it's just like something that I've dreamed of for so long. So I'm like taking as many pictures as possible and whatever, just being real cheesy about it. So let me know if you relate to that. I know a lot of girls are like, don't call me big while I'm pregnant. And it's true. Like, the word big is like not ideal. But at the same time, I kind of want to be big, you know? Also, I wanted to mention, I got my extensions back. Guys, I took them out probably 2 months ago, and I was like, because they were really getting grown out, and my hair has been growing. Like, I have all these baby hairs, and my body hair grows at such a rapid pace. It's actually insane. And I was like, yeah, I'm just going to have natural hair my whole pregnancy. Like, I'm not going to get my hair done. I was deeply depressed without my hair. Like, I need long blonde hair. That I just feel that this is the real me, and this just allows me to be the best version of myself. And I put them back in. And I know some people don't like to get their hair done pregnant. Totally get it. We didn't use bleach on my hair. I don't know what she used, but she said it was like very low chemical. And I kept all the doors open. We did it in my house. And for me, it was worth it to feel good about myself. Honestly, like, I feel so much better. Yeah, sorry, I went on a tangent, but I do wear extensions. I used to have long natural hair, and at a certain point, living in LA, I think either from PCOS or stress, like, it just all fell out. Like, craziest thing. I got extensions before my wedding, and from that moment on, I have been addicted to extensions. So they are back in my head for the next 6 months. Did you stop doing Pilates? Yeah, and I am sad about it. So just for context, the Pilates I did was called Former, which I started doing when I was in LA. And it's a very intense Pilates. Like, it's not like HIIT, but like, it is, oh my God, it's like one of the hardest workouts I've ever done. And it's a lot of core. Like, you're basically doing abs the whole time. And I was like, it's just not necessary. Like, I'm really not wanting to do like direct abs like that and twisting, and I would have to modify so much. So I've really just gone back to weightlifting. I did hire a trainer who's actually the girl who used to teach me at Former, who also weightlifts, and she's prenatal certified, and I have these amazing workouts with her. My friend Jordan, who's also pregnant with a boy, comes over and we do it together, and it's really, really fun. I've been doing it twice a week. Can you please walk us through how you found a great doula, struggling to find one? Everyone I have hired so far has been a referral. Like, I Didn't go on Google. I didn't search. Like, I just talked to girls who have kids in Austin. And I found my doula through a friend who used her and had an amazing experience. I had a call with her. We did a Zoom. She was amazing. Energy was amazing. And I text her when I have questions. We haven't started working together super closely yet. Like, we will closer to the time for like breathing classes and hypnobirth and whatever. And she's also a lactation expert, which is really cool. So I love that she's like an all-in-one queen. Yeah, other people like night nurses for help at the beginning. I found through a referral from my neighbor on my street, and she came over and we talked for like 2 hours and she was amazing. So everything has been through referral. Will you be sharing your new pregnancy wardrobe? There's never any good outfits out there. It took me a minute to figure it out, but I think I'm getting closer. I actually post about it a lot on TikTok. Linen pants like every day, and I've started like putting them underneath my belly, because I find if I try to like hide my stomach, that's when I feel the most self-conscious. If I just let my stomach out, I actually feel a lot better. Weirdly, I've always been like that though. I've always loved a crop top. So yeah, I'm like wearing like t-shirts and linen pants and love a good dress. But yeah, I think I'm leaning towards like more like tight fitted stuff, because I think it makes it more obvious. Bodysuits are really great. But yeah, follow me on TikTok. I post about it there. What coffee do you use at home? I've been making matcha. I order like organic ceremonial grade matcha online. I did have a coffee latte today that I ordered, but I don't do that a lot. Greg uses like organic mold-free beans for his coffee. I'll find out for you guys what it is. Will you be doing a home birth or birthing center? So excited for you. I'm not against it. I actually don't know much about it. But from the beginning, my IVF doctor was like, please give birth at a hospital, just because, and I have not had a complicated pregnancy. I've been very lucky. Everything's going amazing. But after my experiences, I think I'm just too nervous, actually. And I greatly respect women who go that route. I think I'm just, for my first baby, wanting to do the hospital. But we'll see. There's like certain things I don't want to do that I'm going to figure out with my doula, certain medications and things like that. And I will keep you guys updated, even though I'm sure I'll get like an onslaught of opinions and feedback. They asked me how I'm feeling. Feeling amazing. It's funny because it's so weird. Like, I literally would not know I'm pregnant unless like my boobs are huge and I pee a lot and I'm like gassy, but that's kind of it. And I'm like hungry all the time. But genuinely, I sometimes don't even feel pregnant. I'm like, wait, what? There's like a human in me. I feel great. And then even when I went to the OBGYN yesterday, they were like, oh, you're finally out of the first trimester. Are you so happy? And I was like, yeah, but I mean, my first trimester, I was way more tired and like the nausea was maybe more prevalent, but like barely. Never threw up. Really felt pretty good. And I was like, yeah, but like, I feel good. Is that okay? And she was like, yeah, it's okay. Like, I almost feel bad about it, but no, I feel so lucky. You guys have heard me talk about ClearStem so many times. It is a staple in my skincare routine. It's the first clinically effective skincare wellness routine formulated with 0 pore clogging ingredients ever. If you've dealt with breakouts like me, I've had acne for over 10 years, you know that typical acne products dry and damage the skin, while traditional anti-aging products can clog your pores. ClearStem is an all-in-one approach addressing both acne and aging without compromising your holistic health. I personally love the cleanser. I use the gentle cleanser. I also love the body lotion, and I use the Lips and Cute balm on my lips every single day. The founders, Danielle and Kaylee, both struggle with debilitating acne themselves, which means I trust the brand because honestly, if I'm working with someone, I need to know that they've also had acne to really trust them, and they just get it. They also believe that acne starts from the inside. They have a revolutionary acne lab test so you can receive individualized support from a nutritional therapy practitioner to analyze your blood work, identifying underlying acne triggers, and implement personalized lifestyle-centric solutions to clear your skin from within. Their products have been clinically shown in third-party trials to effectively improve acne within 4 weeks. Discover the ClearStem difference and experience clear, healthy skin for life. Go to clearstem.com/pow for 20% off your first order. That's CLEARSTEM.com/pow. Okay, everyone, big news. Branch Basics, one of my all-time favorite cleaning brands, pretty much the only cleaning brand I use, is now available at 600 Target stores nationwide and on Target.com. You can pick them up at your regular Target run. Branch Basics is all about redefining what clean really means. By launching at Target, they're making it way easier for us to clean our homes without compromise. They are totally safe for your home, your family, and the planet. And now they are more accessible than ever. Their exclusive bottles at Target are fresh, new, and come pre-filled and ready to use. We're talking about multi-purpose cleaning that's made with plant and mineral-based ingredients, no harsh preservatives, no endocrine disruptors, and definitely no fragrance, so you can clean without worrying about what you're bringing into the home. From countertops to bathrooms, even tough stains, Branch Basics all-purpose cleaner, bathroom cleaner, and their new stain remover tackle it all. Plus, they're gentle on sensitive skin and safe for babies and pets. If you're tired of toxic chemicals lingering in your home, it's time to make the switch. You can grab Branch Basics products now at Target. Shop Branch Basics in 600 plus Target stores nationwide or on Target.com. You can also use my code POW15 to get 15% off at www.branchbasics.com/POW15. Again, POW15 for 15% off at branchbasics.com/POW15. What are 5 words you want to encompass your parenting style? Whoa, great question. And I obviously, like, this is coming from someone who actually does not have a baby yet. So like a big piece of me wants to stay so open-minded. I don't know how I'm going to feel. I want to leave. Like, I want to see how I actually feel. You know, I don't know what I don't know. I think actually that's probably one of my words, like open-minded and flexible. Maybe that's 2 words. Like, I want to be open to like new things and ways I thought maybe I wouldn't want to do things. Like I like those 2 words, compassionate and patient. And then I would love to add, like, I think something I loved from my childhood was we traveled a lot and I was exposed to a lot of different cultures and languages. And I think it really molded who I am as a person. And I think I want to have that for my child. One thing that Greg and I have always really believed in is sort of like not following the rules, like with our business, with the way we live our life, with the way we do things. Our lifestyle would probably like really overwhelm a lot of people. The way Greg and I like take risks, and we've moved a lot and we've tried a lot of different things, and we kind of just do things our own way. And I would really like to apply that to our parenting style and sort of like love the advice, love the, you know, suggestions, but at the end of the day, like, we know what's best for us and our family. And I would love to like just stay true to that, you know. Great question. Oh, what are you planning to do about your baby's vaccine schedule? Controversial. Probably won't like share super in depth about that. It's interesting because I would like love to have someone come on the show to talk about it and learn more. I just ordered a book called Vax Facts that I'm reading, and I'm asking tons of questions, and I'm just like really trying to educate myself and learn more. So TBD. Oh, cereal you're currently into, Purely Elizabeth. Still into it, guys, although I definitely am overdoing it. When is the Bloom Pop coming out? July 4th. Guys, I mean, it's the best thing ever. I have it every night. The Shirley Temple is my favorite. Oh, they're right here behind me. Strawberry cream is amazing. I mean, they're all good, but the Shirley Temple is just bomb. Could you tell you were pregnant before the test? I had a feeling. My boobs really hurt. They were big, but I was also like, maybe it's from the hormones. I wasn't sure. Basically, I was like, I'll be really surprised if I'm not pregnant. That was kind of like my thought. But I also was so scared to get excited because I had so much riding on it, you know? Are you scared to carry groceries and heavier stuff? I'm not scared. I'm more aware of everything I pick up. Like, I'm not going to pick up something that's like exceedingly heavy, which is funny because I'm in the gym, like lifting pretty heavy right now. Not to an excessive amount. I definitely milk it with Greg. I'm like, oh, maybe you'll get that, you know, like I'm not doing anything excessive. At the beginning, I was scared for sure. But now that I'm back to weightlifting and I can see that he's fine, I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I can do normal things. Will you be sharing baby boy's name? no, not until he's born, because I don't want to get your opinions. Greg and I have loved this name since we met, and it's a different spelling than we thought we would do. It's very short and it's very cute, and that's all I'll say. Comfy bra racks for pregnancy, Skims all the way, 1000%. How has your relationship with Greg changed after being pregnant? These are great questions. Greg and I have really just been in this like love bubble. I feel like we're just both so excited, and I feel way more connected to him than I ever have. And I also just like notice that I like miss him. Like I want to be around him all the time. I really would just prefer to always be with him, which is like a nice feeling, you know? And yeah, we just are like sharing in this amazing journey. Like he's at every appointment and we're both just standing there like, how is this possibly happening? Like this is insane. How's the baby room going? It's going. I've ordered a crib. I've ordered a dresser. I wanted to order those early because Jasper, the founder of Jasper, Mike Feldstein, told me to get them ASAP and let them air out because a lot of them have chemicals on them and like formaldehyde and stuff. So I want them to like sit like in a open window room for a while to get rid of those chemicals. I've picked out my wallpaper. I haven't ordered a glider yet. His closet is slowly filling up with clothes. I need more pajamas. I need a rug. But I love the room I picked. I think it's perfect. It's pretty close to our room. Downstairs. I don't want to be going up and down the stairs. I've ordered a few cute things, honestly, guys. And I ordered the first thing with his name on it, which was such a crazy feeling. How have you kept your diet? Is it gluten-free, dairy-free, or are you eating what your body craves for the baby? I'm not gluten-free, dairy-free. I actually have been eating a lot of dairy. I think it's good for the fetus development. They say to get a lot of calcium, protein. I drink whole grass-fed organic milk. I eat cheese. I eat gluten right now. I would say I've been eating pretty healthy. Like I have a protein bar, my eggs, I did actually do a nutrition workout episode if you want to go listen to that, but definitely protein forward and healthy fats. But like I also allow myself to have treats here and there, things I'm really loving. I'm obsessed with mango and fruit. I'm definitely more lenient, but still focused on protein. And really, I just like simple food. That's the thing. Like my snack here at the studio today was rice cakes with like smashed avocado and lemon and salt, smoothies, that kind of thing. What do Lulu and Arnold eat? They eat a brand called BJ's, which is like a very small family-owned business in Austin. And it has like organs in it and like all the animal parts, and it's like fresh. Those dogs are so healthy. They love it. And we put goat milk on it and colostrum and blueberries. Like we're insane. Our dogs eat really well. Weirdest thing so far in pregnancy for you? The hair growth, honestly. Like I have eyelashes growing out of the corners of my eyes, which I know sounds really bizarre. My hair, like in weird places, is growing. Like I'll shave my armpits and the next day they're hairy. I can't keep up with it. It's actually insane. Also, my smell. It's gotten better. Like I was stinking. Even if I like showered every day, I was just stinky girl. And I think it's from the hormones. So that was kind of weird. What age do you want to be done having kids? I don't know. We'll see. That's another thing where I'm like, I don't know. We're going to have to see how I feel. Why do you think the culture is now so anti-women having babies? You know what's weird about that? Like when I lived in New York or LA, I maybe noticed that more. Like less people in those places talk about having babies. Living in Austin, way more of my friends and like people around me are either pregnant or trying to have babies. I think when you're in like a city where everyone's very career focused, like I understand that like kids may not be front of mind. Yeah, I'm sure it has to do with like the political environment and feeling like women's rights are not being respected and things like that. For me, it was like a switch went off. Like I was so career focused for so long. And then I swear I turned 29. I'm 31 now. And I was like, I need a baby. Like I'm ready. That's my purpose in life. Like I know that it is. And I think that happens for some people and for some people it doesn't. And it's really okay. You know, everyone's on a different path, a different journey. And yeah, definitely interesting. I would love to know other people's opinion on that. Do you eat fresh chicken eggs every day or supplement with store-bought. No, I only eat my chicken eggs, actually. I'm very anti buying chicken eggs because my girls, they free range all day. Guys, so interesting. I forget if I told you, but we have like 5 hawks, like a family of hawks living in my back property where I let the chickens free range. And I was like, oh my God, they're going to eat my chickens. And like for days we didn't let them out and I felt so bad and I was so worried. And finally I was like, you know what? Like let's set up a scarecrow and we have all these bushes that the chickens hide in. Like hopefully they're okay. And they've just been coexisting with these hawks. Like the hawks have not even tried to eat them. It's amazing. I found out hawks don't even really want to eat chickens, I guess. And I have some big ones and some small ones. Like my favorite girl, Pickle, my queen, she disappeared the other day. And I was like, oh my God, she got eaten by a hawk. And I was devastated. Like I spent hours looking for her. She was literally just in a bush. She ended up coming home. And I have cameras back there, so I keep an eye on them. But no, I eat those eggs every single day. EMF blockers, guys. I actually just ordered an EMF blocking bodysuit from like Jude, I want to say, that I'm going to wear on the plane. Hopefully it's comfortable. Peeing in that's going to be annoying. I want to like block EMFs from my belly. So I'll let you know how it goes. Hopefully it's cute. Where did you buy those comfy pants? I'm pregnant and I don't know how to find clothes. I think the pants I'm wearing in the picture are Daily Drills, which is a great one. I honestly, guys, just order really big sizes now. Like my sizes have just changed. I ordered a skirt the other day from Reformation in a size 8 and it was too tight. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess we're a 10 now. So yeah, I just get everything in size large. Like I make it loose and comfy and put it under the belly. Coffee is such a big part of everyone's life. And I think something we tend to not look at is the fact that a lot of coffees are not third-party tested, but Life Boost coffee is. It's third-party tested for mycotoxins, molds, heavy metals, pesticides, acrylamide, glyphosate, and 450 other toxins. Life Boost coffee is doctor-backed and crafted, ensuring high quality and health-focused coffee. It's low acid, gentle on the stomach, and reduces digestive discomfort. It's hand-picked, spring-washed, and sun-dried in small batches. It's also third-party tested, as I mentioned, fairly traded, it's single origin, 100% Arabica bean. It's also USDA organic. I love the fact that it's doctor crafted, trusted by health professionals, and delivers on flavor without the bitterness or acidity found in other coffees. You will taste and feel the difference with every sip. Visit lifeboost.com/POW and use the limited time code POW, POW, for 10% off your order. That's www.lifeboostcoffee.com with limited time code POW for healthier coffee experience, decaf included, you will love. Are you drinking raw milk during pregnancy? No. I don't know about that. I know some people love doing that. Not me. I'm not certain about. If anything I'm not sure about, I'm not doing, is my take. Are you nervous about Arnold with the baby? Fellow English Cocker Spaniel mum and human mum in November. Honestly, yes, I am nervous. Arnold is not aggressive. He would never hurt anyone or anything. I've never seen him be aggressive, but he is afraid of kids. He does not like kids like squealing at him. All he does is really run away. He never like attacks. But we had a situation where a little girl grabbed him at an airport once, like when he was sleeping on the floor, and it was kind of traumatizing for him, and I think that might be why. I think after a while he will just get accustomed to it and figure it out. Like that's just my hope, and there's not much more than I can do than that. I know I've seen videos that you're not supposed to present the child to the dog and make this big introduction. Like I know people like to do that. It's not the dog's baby, it's my baby, and they just have to accept that like this is my new priority. You're around it. I am nervous. I will say I'm nervous about Arnold and Lulu, just because they've never been around a baby before. But I have high hopes that it will work out. I think it might just take a bit of adjusting. And I think for the first week or so, like I'll probably have them stay elsewhere just because it will be a lot for me. Do you know which car seat and stroller you will buy? Not yet. I am interested in the Bugaboos. The Bugaboos look really nice. So Bugaboo, if you're listening, I'd love a stroller. and I'll totally post you on my story and talk about you on my podcast. Just kidding. But Bugaboo does seem great and I would love any suggestions. I've heard the Doona's great, the Nuna, the Doona, the Bugaboo, the whatever. How did you decide baby moon and which week of your pregnancy to go? Huge congrats. That's a good question because I remember seeing other people go on their baby moon. I'm like, okay, everyone seems like really pregnant on their baby moon and I'm not like really pregnant yet, but I also feel really good right now. So I feel like now's a good time to go. I always knew that if I was going to go somewhere, I wanted it to be somewhere that has a hospital and doctors. I didn't want to go to like a remote island in Turks and Caicos, for example. Like that freaks me out. Honestly, when we were planning this Europe trip, I was like, this is where I would want to go on my baby moon. Like this is what I want. I just decided that this trip would be my baby moon, even though I'm only going to be 17, 18 weeks while I'm there because I feel good. I have energy. I'm like able to do it. I'm not uncomfortable. I'd rather just go now. So I honestly think go on your baby moon when you feel good, like when you're ready to. I don't think there's like a rule, you know, do it your way. Will you pause the podcast when you're on maternity leave? Yes. We'll definitely be doing like some fun mashups about topics you guys love and have, you know, a bunch batched for you, but I will be taking some time away. We will see what that looks like. I saw someone suggest that Fee takes over while I'm gone, which would be really funny. Names you love but aren't using. I feel like that's actually a whole episode, right? Like we should do a whole episode about that. I love watching those videos. Oh my God. And also the crazier, the better. Like I love hearing people's crazy names. Did you get a new wedding ring? I got this probably a year and a half ago. Bought it for myself. Probably one of my biggest purchases, but I wear it every day. Now that you have bigger boobs, do you prefer big or small? I don't think I'm built for the big boob life, guys. Like it is a lot of work for me. I feel like they are always in the way. I don't like wearing bras. And they're a little bit tough to get ready, but like they look so gorgeous on other people. They're getting like kind of unruly, you know? So I think I'm a small boob girl, honestly. Baby registry. I started my baby registry. I got a baby list. I'm still figuring it out. It's a lot of shit. Like, I actually can't believe how much shit you need for a baby. And like, debatably, you don't need all of the shit, but like you feel like you do. So you buy it, but like, we'll see what I end up using. I don't know. I'm a first time mom. Like I'm going to buy all of it. And also I feel weird having other people buy me stuff. So I'm trying to figure out like what is appropriate to put on the baby list. You know what I mean? And I'm like researching the glass bottles and the most organic and which ones are most like a nipple and which, you know, freaking blankets and but whatever. It's so much stuff. So every time I go on there, I get a bit overwhelmed, to be honest, but we're figuring it out. Okay, guys, I'm going to conclude this episode here. Love you all so much. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, leave a review. Go get Bloom Pop at Walmart exclusively. Thank you for joining us on the Pursuit of Wellness podcast. To support this show, please rate and review and share with your loved ones. If you want to be reminded of new episodes, click the subscribe button on your preferred podcast or video player. You can sign up for my newsletter to receive my favorites at marilewellyn.com. It will be linked in the show notes. This podcast is a Pursuit Network production, brought to you by Michaela Phillips, Joel Contartese, Daviel Waldner, and Mackenzie Mizell. You can also watch the full video of each episode on our YouTube channel at Pursuit of Wellness Podcast. Love you, Power Girls and Power Boys. I will see you next time. The content of this show is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not a substitute for individual medical and mental health advice and does not constitute a provider-patient relationship. As always, talk to your doctor or health team.